Hello, hello, and welcome in or welcome back. This is Sound Wisdom Tarot. I'm Shannon Rose Scott, and this is your coffee cup reading. So let's get it. Now, collective, I do ask that you please give this message a like, especially if it resonates with you. And please feel free to comment. Ooh, okay. Yeah, comment, subscribe, and feel free to share this message too. So first thing I'm seeing, my friends, even before I look at the cup itself, look at this image. Once again, showing up on the saucer. It is a flying saucer. We've got another spaceship. We've got another spaceship coming in here. These have been coming out a lot lately. So I feel like I've got some similar people tapping into these readings, or even the same people tapping into readings. So thank you for returning. If you are a returning subscriber, returning watcher, thank you. But here we've got, whenever we see spaceships or flying saucers, we've got higher consciousness coming in, friends. And divine visitations, okay? So we're already starting off on a cosmic level. Something greater than yourself is influencing things right now in your life. So this spaceship could actually indicate guidance from higher realms, energetic upgrades, or even a leap into a new plane. But here we go. Let's check it. Whoa. Okay. Are you kidding me? Okay, look right here. Here we've got a little alien showing up. Okay, so, and it looks like it was that is coming out of the ship, because see, this was the part that was making that spaceship. So now we've got an alien coming out from there. So we've got some unfamiliar energy, right? The alien is the actual meaning of the word alien, right? Unfamiliar. You yourself might be feeling a bit alien right now. You might be feeling a bit of an outsider. But you're being asked by this message to explore radical new awareness. You might feel like you don't belong, or you might feel like you're integrating information that really sets you apart from other people. But this, my friend, is part of your transformation. All right? This is part of this cosmic influence that's going on. Oh, wow. Okay. I haven't seen this before. Take a look right here. See how we've got a little ghost appearing? It's almost like the head of the ghost, the arms. Fascinating. Fascinating little ghost showing up. Okay, so ghost can mean a lot of different things. We can have actually ancestral presence showing up in your life right now. So not only are you bringing in cosmic alien forces, but also ancestral. Now, it can also mean past experiences, right? Like ghosts in the closet coming through, unresolved emotions perhaps, but something from your past is still really lingering here in your energy field. It's kind of reaching out to you. It's almost like maybe you're feeling pulled back into your past, like a haunting memory. Perhaps of grief or regret. It can also indicate, though, a spirit guide, or again, ancestor coming in, especially when the veil is thin here. Let's see what else shows up to see if we can get more clarification on this. Okay, well, right here I'm seeing both a dove and a duck. I'm also seeing geese flying. So, wow, a lot of bird energy, a lot of taking flight, even this alien spaceship too, taking flight. You got a lot of winged creatures surrounding you right now. The traditional meaning of the dove is peace, and also divine messages, new beginnings as well. It's like a classic symbol of spiritual protection. And again, when we have this, it's almost like you could be getting spiritual protection from the ghost. Or again, this ghost could also be protecting you as well, like your ancestors protecting you. But doves often come after something really heavy, right? And they can really balance any heavy other symbols here that are heavy. The dove can balance that. It can bring assurance of healing, forgiveness as well, right? And resolution. It also reminds us that gentleness is a strength here. And then when we come to the ducks are, I think of like ducks playing in the water. They're lighthearted. They also can like navigate waters really well. Water always represents our emotions, friends. So a duck here does represent this emotional depth and being able to navigate your emotions really well. It represents being like adaptive with your emotions. And if you're not feeling like that right now, that's like an energy calling you to try to ride the waves of your emotions, to try to be a bit more lighthearted with them, like the duck, to try to even be more adaptive. And then when we had these geese show up, that's you bringing in your community. That's you taking direction. That's you choosing the direction you're going. See the geese here? That's like you choosing the direction you're going. Oh, check it out. Right here, we've got a little squirrel with a big bushy tail. Squirrel head, legs, and a big bushy tail. You could be like squirreling things away right now. Like squirrels collect nuts, right? And then hide them. So you could be like preparing things right now, saving your money, collecting resources. It's really cute because it's said that squirrels will actually collect so many nuts and plant them in so many different places that they actually forget where they've planted them. And that's one of the ways that trees grow, is because squirrels have forgotten where they planted things. So this could also be a symbol that you've been planting seeds you're not even aware of in other people's lives. You could have a lot more influence over other people than you realize. Like in a really good way, right? Like it's a beautiful thing that squirrels are actually responsible for so many of the trees growing. So there's so much you've been doing. So even if you feel like this little alien, right, that feels separate from others, maybe even if you're feeling a bit haunted by grief or things going wrong in the past, this is your symbol that, no, your differentness is actually doing more for the world than you realize. The squirrel is showing you that. And these things that you're feeling a bit haunted by, this could be way more like self-doubt, things that aren't even really true, right? Like ghosts are, it's not that ghosts aren't, well, you get to decide for yourself whether you think ghosts are real or not. But they're like a vision, right? That's not in form, not in a permanent form. It's something that happened before. So if you're still letting yourself be haunted by these ghosts of your past, the squirrel is here to show you that, no, you're doing amazing things, even if you forget all of the amazing things that you're doing. Now, this could also be just a little reminder to make sure you are setting aside resources, that you are setting aside Like even energy is a resource, right? So your energy, your money, your time, that you're setting that aside for yourself, for your future growth here. Okay, right here I'm seeing a cross. I'm seeing a cross. This right next to the squirrel is like, have faith, have faith in your spiritual path and what you're doing. It's also another sign of protection. Sometimes it can represent a burden. It could be linked to some of your themes of grief. Also, perhaps like some sort of duty that you're carrying on behalf of others. But it definitely represents a spiritual turning point here. So again, is there a way you can embrace the part of you that's a bit alien, that's a bit different from the rest, and find this, like the geese have, find your community, find your sacred group to fly with on this path. Keep the faith because it's coming. It's coming. Now, look at this super tiny, tiny, tiny distant line in a half circle. It's almost like I'm seeing people. To me, it looks like a big line of people, almost like they're holding hands. This is, again, your spirit group. This is your soul group. These could be your ancestors protecting you, guiding you. But I'm getting the image too that, once again, just like the squirrel, it's like you've got people, like you've got influence over people. You've got these people watching you, not in a bad way, like in a good way. They're watching you for guidance. You're influencing others more than you know. I feel some of you could be teachers, actually. Teachers, or even some of you are readers yourself, like tarot or coffee cup readers yourself. You're in the spotlight somehow, and you're not aware of the influence you have over others. See, it's often people that feel different that are the leaders, right? Because if you didn't feel so different, you'd just be one of the crowd. That's why you're here, my friends. You're here to be different. It's part of your purpose. You're bringing some cosmic energy to the people, I think. And yeah, here we've got a big influence of people, and they're distant. So again, maybe that's reminding me of online influence, right? Because they're very distant from you, but they're able to see you. You have some sort of online presence, I believe. Or again, even if you are teaching in person, it's like you feel distant from them. You're not aware of how they see you, how positively they see you. But you're part of something a lot bigger than you realize. Now, when I turn the cup this way, this image of the ghost now becomes a polar bear. See that? See how we've got his snout, his head, his feet. Polar bears represent like endurance, right? Getting through like the long, cold days. That could be due to some of the work you've done as the squirrel, right? Hiding things away, keeping your collection of nourishment. But here the polar bear is also very fierce, right? They're the fiercest of the bears. So you've got big inner power and a lot of emotional fortitude to like withstand challenging conditions. It's another guardian symbol. You've got a lot of guardians here. You're like highly protected. You really are chosen here to bring something powerful to the people. Yeah, polar bears thrive in these like extreme conditions, and I feel like you've been maybe feeling like that. But it's letting you know once again, you're stronger than you think. And you really are protected even as you go through like emotionally really cold times. So again, if you're feeling distant from the people you're helping or teaching, if you're feeling distant from your community, separate, it's part of your path. It's part of your path. Ah, look, here I'm seeing a man walking. Oh, sorry. A man walking. And I just say it's part of your path? Here you are like seeking, here you are on your path, walking the path. This represents like progress, right? You're moving forward. You're working towards self-reliance. Even if it feels slow and steady, you are moving forward. And this is your signal to take things step by step. You don't have to know, well, you can't know the whole journey, right? That's like, going into a book and just turning to the last page to get the ending instead of taking it page by page by page. You've got to take it step by step right now. You don't want to be like the people who take like the gondola up to the top of the mountain. You want to actually walk the path. So again, journeys like can feel lonely, right? They can feel introspective. And this could be like literally or actually some like symbolic, but you're definitely on a journey right now. And even if you are feeling lonely, even if you are feeling separate, these messages really are tying together here. This is your message to keep going, keep walking the path. Okay, now here I'm seeing a horse, and over here I'm seeing a man on a horse. So again, this is another symbol of you like taking direction, right? Getting back up on the horse, perhaps after things didn't go so well. And also choosing to like to guide, to steer the horse, to steer your life where it's going. It's also a symbol of like taking action, willpower. And sometimes men on horses are actually messengers as well. So we with the dove before, and now with this man on a horse, you could be like receiving a message coming in that's going to be really important for your path. So that's also a sign to be aware of messages coming in fast. Even just this is the sign itself that momentum is coming. There could be some key figure as well riding into your life here. So I encourage you to make sure you're noticing texts, phone calls, emails, messages in like those like requests, message requests. Sometimes we don't see them. Be aware right now. Be actively checking and be on the lookout for messages coming in. This could even be like, snail mail coming in. Check your mailbox as well, or however you receive mail. Now look, we've got a beautiful little heart showing up here. And yes, I just hit one of these bowls. We've got a beautiful little heart showing up. And I just talked about receiving a message. So this could even be a message of love, or even simply connection, friendship. Can also represent some vulnerability coming in here. But a heart is always a beautiful sign in any reading, because it can refer to romantic love, yes, but also self-love. And it can also represent like the heart of a matter, like the truth, the core truth of a situation coming to light. And also your heart chakra, right? Emotional healing. This image up here is now showing me a child playing soccer. There's the soccer ball and this child running. It's like they've just kicked the soccer ball and they're running after it. We got energy and motion going on here. We've got joy, play. Children represent the future. This can also represent, you embracing your inner child. That's so important. So, so important to let yourself play. Especially with like some of these other images where you've been feeling alone, or you've been feeling separate, different, where you've been having to walk a path, where you've been, where you're kind of going through some hard things. It's really important that you add in this element of play showing up. You got to reconnect to your joy, and through movement of some sort. It doesn't have to be soccer or football. It can be however you enjoy moving, but it is suggesting movement. So let your soul play. Like, give yourself permission to play. You're allowed to play. Here I'm seeing a dragon, a little dragon. See his like horns and his snout. And if you look at that same part just slightly differently, now we also have a big dragon head. Wow, okay, so dragons represent big power, like huge power, also like fiery truth, and even guardianship, right? Sometimes dragons are the ones that like are guarding different like caves of gold and riches, right? So you've got like some emergence of power coming through here, and even something like ancient and mystical, something magical, as well as fierce within you is awakening. Yeah. What else have we got here before we wrap this up? You know what? I'm feeling like that's pretty complete and full. So, my friends, this is a deep soul level evolution. It really is. Like, you're walking between dimensions. We've got ghosts, we've got aliens, we've got spaceships, we've got dragons. You're the child and the elder. You're like the earth and the stars. You're grief and hope. You might be carrying ghosts, yes, but some of those ghosts might actually be your ancestors guiding you. Some are memories. And some of these ghosts are parts of yourself that you haven't fully let go. But yet, you're also rising. Yeah, you're rising, friend. You're surrounded by protectors. The polar bear, the dove, the dragon. And you're being invited into softness and play. Your inner child is still in the game here. Yes, they're still here with you, asking you to play the game with them. And your heart, right there, your heart still knows how to love. Your power is awakening, even if it's still forming. And you're not walking this path alone. You're part of a bigger lineage, a line of spirits, people, and unseen guides who are walking this path with you, even if they're far in the background, far in the distance. And now the cosmic layer begins to stir. Spaceships on the saucer, and this being stepping forth. This is not just a reading of the past. It's like a message for your future, friends. And remember, your path doesn't need to be fully formed. But it is a landing. And it is coming in, and it's asking, are you ready to return to joy while honoring what you've lost? Are you ready to step into your role as the leader who doesn't always get to see what they've planted and the trees that will grow out of your work? But you're still here to do that work regardless. Ah, beautiful friends, this was a pleasure to read this for you. Once again, if this resonated with you, please give this video a like, share it, and definitely comment below. The more you comment, the more I can tune into this energy. I want more of your energy. And I do read every comment. It fills my heart with joy to read your comments, and I do respond to every comment as well. So, until next time, blessings be and big love.